right now, getting fancy like Applebee's today with Walker Hayes joining us live from his tour bus. He's in Waco, Texas, doing the state fair. So we're going to talk about all things state fair and Applebee's and country music and shows and getting back to normal with Walker Hayes right now. If you would, subscribe to the podcast, whether you're listening on Apple or Google or watching on YouTube. Click subscribe. That is how you'll be entered to win one of our future artist meet and greets, our virtual meet and greets on Zoom with some of your favorite artists. The only way to win is to be subscribed on YouTube and to the podcast as well. OHP Uncut. Let's go.
The OHP Uncut Podcast with Kannon.
Where is the bus parked at the moment?
We're at the fair in Waco, Texas, like right next to the stage.
So you get to play at the fair. Now, some people may not understand that is a big ass deal. A fair is like...
Oh, yeah. Dude, fairs are kind to us. I don't know if everybody knows this, but like fair and festival season is when an artist makes the bulk of our touring money because they have great budgets and they fairly compensate us, or better than fairly. And, because when you tour, you're making the same every night, but you're really relying on merch. And, the tickets have cap. You sell out and stuff, but man, fairs, you really do well. So we love fairs, and it's an opportunity to gain new fans because you have a healthy dose of your own, but a lot of people are just stumbling in like, who's that? And they'll stay and party for a little bit.
You don't, you ever get the chance to walk around the fair and ride rides?
Oh yeah. Yeah. And it can be dangerous because you can eat the right. Well, it's always good food. It's not great for your health. And then you get on the wrong ride and you might get on stage a little sick at your stomach, but I'm a sucker for a good spinny ride.
When you talk about spinny rides, the first thing my mind goes to is that ride where you get in the like spaceship and you're up against the wall and it spins around.
Oh yeah.
Gravitron, I think it was called.
Yeah. The Gravitron. They still have those, and it lifts you up on the wall because it's spinning you so hard. Yeah.
I had a good time keeping on that as a teenager and as a kid. And the other one was the zipper.
Man.
You remember the zipper?
No, what's that?
Oh, it's a death trap.
Okay. Does it just go? Is it a circle?
No, it's like an oblong. Here it is right here. It's like an oblong ride with the seats around it like that.
Oh, yeah.
And this thing turns, the whole thing spins, but the seats also travel around it.
Right.
So,
yeah, I mean, that's just made for puking.
And it's also kind of made for death. I mean, if you think about it, they set these things up in like a day. It's not like going to Disney World.
I know. It's not, is there a code? I'm like, does anybody come inspect this? Like it's ready to spin around at that mile per hour. But man, my kids love them. My band and I, we love the fair rides. And always we got to get we do the funnel cakes. We'll have to make the bus stop 5 times on the way home because we got to go to the bathroom.
Do you tour with the kids?
That's the goal. I mean, they come out with me as much as they can possibly now, but I mean, dude, I got 6 and Lainey. So that, this bus, I think it has 12 bunks. So usually, honestly, when we bring the kids, 2 sleep in these cabinets right behind me. And so that's illegal. So we really need, hopefully by the spring, hopefully I'll have, financially be able to handle 2 buses. And then that way my family and I can just chill on one.
Man, that must be, I mean, people talk about, it's a pain in the ass to bring my 1 kid through the airport. Touring with 6 kids and a wife, that's a lot, man. That's a lot to do. I got to give you daddy of the year props for that, man.
Well, no, man. I mean, you have 1 kid?
I have 2.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, you know what it's like. Like, is it easy? No, but is it easier than missing them? Yes. And that's kind of the way I look at it is, that's my favorite thing, man. It's hanging with them. I mean, I love performing, but if somebody would pay me, enough to feed them and stay home and hang with, I'd take that job in a heartbeat, but this is all I got. So But yeah, man, I mean, I've honestly gotten, especially over COVID, I don't know about you, but I got real comfortable, functioning as a musician, and the noise and just, being home. And I actually got where that was my comfort zone. And now, yeah, I mean, I miss them, and I want to have them out here, especially to experience all this, man. I mean, this is some life-changing, I think, I mean, I don't want to like toot our own horn here, but like, it's got some historical stuff going on, with this song and the new song we just I mean, it's crazy. I think it's stuff you're going to read about down the road, and it's just fun to be a part of, and I want them to see it as close up as they can.
Do they seem to have any sense that Daddy is famous? Does this make sense to them, or does it even matter to them? Do they even care? Because I hear a lot of celebrities go, yeah, they don't really care.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody's just used to their dad, who they are, and the like, just to give you like, our whole life, my kids have known, they laugh with me because like every now and then I'll just get on my knees and be like, dear God, please just give me one, like, and I'm just goofing off, and usually it's like at the end of a run with a single that died or something, and I have a good sense of humor about it because I love what I do, and I don't do it for the numbers and really even the money. I freaking love my job. And so I'll be like, dear God, please, and they'll laugh with me and crack up with me. But it's funny, we were in like Lowe's a few years back, and it was around Christmas, and my kids just wanted a blow up Santa, for the yard. Yeah. And I was like, that's hit money. I was like, we don't have no hits. I was like, we're going to maybe do some lights, and that's about it, and we laughed, and I said, how about this? I said, if Dad ever has a number one, we're going to get you a blow up, and
so they're not going to forget that, by the way. When you say that, you're not getting out of it.
Dude, what's funny is as soon as Fancy Like hit the hot 100, number one, it's been on there for weeks and weeks. They were like, we're getting the blow up this year. That's their life. They're like, that's it. Dad made it. We're getting the blow up. So yeah, drive by our house this year. You'll see a massive blow up something. I don't know what it'll be.
Head out to Franklin, Tennessee. That's where you live, right, Franklin?
Well, we actually live in Thompson Station, but it's close to Franklin, same area. But yeah, we're either going to get the Snoopy that comes out of the house, or maybe the Grinch. I don't know, man. We'll see.
Maybe both, man. We might splurge this year.
Dude, you never know. I might buy the whole row. Just be like, let's go.
So we're on in Nashville and Thompson Station. We're on there on Hot 106.7. So
nice.
Shout out to your hometown, man. And actually, you're from Mobile, Alabama originally, but you live in Tennessee now, right?
Yeah. Lainey and I, we literally drove from our honeymoon to our apartment in Nashville in 2004. So we've been going at it a long time. And, just did not look, we were fine. We had a great time, it didn't really happen like we thought, and then this, just comes out of freaking nowhere. And here we go. It seems like I might have a little run here,
And I know people always ask you, when you wrote it, did you know it was going to be a hit? But I love the response you gave. I think it was in Rolling Stone where you said, if I would have known it, I probably would have messed it up. It kind of just happened organically. And it worked.
It did, man. And that's exactly right. I mean, and if I'd have known it, I'd do it again, right now. I have no idea what we did, man. I mean, I really don't. It's just, we released one today called You Girl, and it's popping off. But I don't know. I'm like, would it pop off if Fancy Like didn't exist, And I doubt it.
Cares. You got it,
But
man.
yeah, but I mean, it is, man. I can honestly say, dude, I had no idea. If you and I met that day, I'd be like, dude, I'm really excited to share with you this new song. But I mean, I think a fun fact is, we played it for some gatekeepers, and none of them, none of their responses gave us any reason to believe that we would have a song that would it has a chance to maybe be all genre Hot 100.
100% it does. Absolutely.
It's like number 3 right now. It's climbing the pop charts. It's climbing, but nobody's reaction indicated what we had on our hands. I liked it and I was proud of it. I do remember getting on stage and I said, this song's going to go platinum. I did not know it was going to go platinum in like 6 weeks or whatever it did, So I don't know, man. It's inexplainable, and we're just grateful. And I'm so, man, really what I'm so grateful for is it's just been a vehicle to meet so many people, and not just collabs, but fans, and expose them to my family, which I think is just kind of a hopeful thing to watch. Like I've always thought life at my house, it's just real. And we're not afraid to be like, hey, we got in a fight today and we worked it out, or we're just freaking happy today. We're just jacked, and
you really do. Really do kind of live like a reality show in a way, like on your social. You're not afraid to share things, man.
No. And I appreciate you saying that. I mean, we've had a lot of people say, they would love to, there you go. They would love to do a show on us, like a reality show. But I honestly don't know if they would do it as real as my socials already are. I don't want it to be scripted. I just want to be honest with people.
What do we got here? What's going on here? Sitting around.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
That's us, dude. That's us eating Applebee's. They delivered to our house.
You're never going to have to pay for a meal at Applebee's again for the rest of your life. You understand that, right?
Hey, man, that's one of the perks of being the Applebee's guy.
I love it. Who's tell me about the most impressive celebrity you've seen react to it on social or do the dance on TikTok?
Yeah. So, I think you actually see her face right there. Amy Adams was out of the blue. I am so far from the acting world that I just kind of put all actors on a pedestal. And yeah, look at her. She's going at it. Yeah. But that blew my mind. Another actress who popped off the dance was the girl from Full House, DJ.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and my kids are obsessed with Fuller House. And so that was huge, it blew their minds. And then so those are two, that have done it. But we just every day, man, it's something new with this song or a new remix or a new celebrity does the dance, and it just continues. Working with Kesha, that Kesha remix.
Yes.
That was crazy. And again, back to my statement, look, I hope her fans love it and I hope all my fans love it. But really just getting to know Kesha's heart and just telling her how much her music is meant to me, and Lainey and I just getting to be with her while we made that video. That was just amazing, and I just feel like that's really above all, that's the purpose of all this is the connections we make, not for business, but just for life, just all the new friends we've made. And, I'll text Kesha forever and just check on her, and see how she is.
She's a very sweet person. And I didn't know that she had country in her, but I guess she's from Tennessee and grew up on country music. That's something I never knew before this remix came out.
Yeah. So, dude, I can't quote the songs, but her mom wrote songs for like Dolly and artists like that. And again, I'm doing a crappy job of doing it justice, but her mom is a legit Nashville singer songwriter. And so Kesha, she is a brilliant writer. We worked very closely, but briefly working on the second verse, and she knows what she's doing. She doesn't just put her name on her song. She really gets her hands dirty and writes those things.
I have to let you go soon because your label is texting me and telling me you're supposed to go to sound check.
We're okay.
It's fun when
Those
the record
idiots.
label texts you and they're like, you got to wrap it up, dude. He's got to go to sound check.
Well, that's okay, man. No, don't be any rush. Like if you have any other questions, fire away. They're not going to sound check without me.
Oh, that's hilarious, man. Well, no, man. I mean, we've caught up and I appreciate your time. And what's the next single called?
It's called You Girl, and that's just the letter U and then GURL. And man, it's just a fun song. I mean, we don't pick. How do I say this? Like, I just wanted the people to hear it because we sing it live, and they love it. And today, it's popping off. I mean, I didn't see it. We just were like, yeah, it's good. Again, it's just another one of those like, wow, y'all really love this. That's great. And so it's popping off. So yeah, go check out You Girl. And then I think we got a new one coming out in November called AA. And I'm excited. I love them both. They're both great. So check it out.
Well, you're very humble, man. And it's great to see someone like you achieve this kind of success. I know you appreciate it. It's a hell of a lot better than working at Costco, right? What you were doing not that long ago.
I was about to say, we got Cadillac problems now, and I'll take them any day, man. Look, I'm wearing my own merch, man.
Right.
I'm happy to be here. So let's go.
I love it, man. Well, thank you so much for your time and your energy, brother. We really appreciate you.
Dude, thank you all. Thanks for being patient with my technology. Love y'all.
The OHP Uncut Podcast with Kannon.